Welcome to my Rose Fairy Crown tutorial, where I will teach you step by step how to create this gorgeous fairy crown with roses, wisteria, and greenery. I originally made this to accompany a full fairy dress that was covered in moss and florals, and my daughter did a great job modeling it at a most beautiful location near my house. If you'd like to learn how to make the full costume, please see the link in my description. I've also included a free PDF file download in the description that shows you exactly where to buy the supplies shown in this video. The florals we use are 2 stems of pink wisteria, 3 stems of hydrangeas, and I use a few different colors of roses, 2 pink rosebuds, 2 red rosebuds, and then 2 brown ones. And for the flower in the center, I'm using a large purple open rose. This is the greenery stem I'm using throughout the headpiece as well. I like to assemble my headpiece with a mannequin head, shown here. And you will also need a 2-inch thick satin headband in order to fit the roses on there, and some glue sticks and your glue gun. You will also need a set of wire cutters. Starting off, I am cutting the wire that is connecting these smaller twig pieces from the greenery stem, and I'm going to need 4 of these to put on the headband, and they just give it that sort of fullness and whimsy look to the headdress. Once you get your stems all cut and ready, set up your mannequin head with the thick headband, plug in your glue gun, and figure out where you're going to place the greenery stems. Personally, I like to put 2 on the right hand side and then evenly space it out 2 on the left hand side as well. I start with the hot glue on the bottom couple inches of the stem and just hold it on the headband as it dries. And just continue on filling in the space with the other branches. Once you get all 4 stems on, just go over it a little bit more with some hot glue to secure it further. Now it's time to place the large purple rose. Start off by cutting the stem off, and I do a little bit of hot glue so that it doesn't fall apart. Just let that dry and then start finding the center point of the headpiece to place the large rose. Once you've figured out placement, go ahead and put your hot glue down and place the rose on top and just hold it until it starts to dry so it doesn't fall off. I like to go around the back and add a little bit of extra hot glue to get it more secured onto the headband. Once that's all dry, you can move on to the smaller rosebuds. I'm starting off with the pink, cutting the stems, and then gluing the bottom part to make the rose more secure. Next, you will start with the hot glue and put the pink rose buds on the sides of the large purple rose. One tip, I do like to have some of the green leaves attaching to the roses just to give it one more surface to stay on. Next up are the red rose buds, and I'm just repeating the same process here, cutting the stem off, gluing the bottom, and then placing them right next to the pink rose buds. Last, we will do the brown rose buds and repeat the same process. Once you are all finished getting the roses glued on, go ahead and go to the back of the headpiece and start gluing some spots to make the roses more secure. I like to take a few leaves and just add some extra hot glue to the back and bottom areas. Now it's time for the wisteria, and I'm starting with a large stem, and I'm going to put this right underneath the last brown rose. So I just glue the bottom of the stem and then place it right behind and under the brown rose so that it dangles straight down from the headpiece. Once that's dry, get the shorter piece of wisteria and put that right in front of the long piece to give it some dimension. So I'm actually gluing this a little bit more under the brown rose instead of behind the brown rose. And you just repeat this for the other side. Once you get the wisteria on, you are almost done. The last little detail I have added are just a few hydrangeas, and I place them on these little green leaf accents in between two green leaves on the stem. I like to use matching coordinating colors with the current florals I have on here. So I actually had a few pink extra, which I really wanted to incorporate. And then I used purple and brown. You could use any colors that tie in everything that's going on the headpiece. And there you have it. You are all finished. I'm just doing some minor adjustments of where I want all the leaves to sit to give it the best look. But if you like this, please hit like and subscribe. Leave me comments with any questions. And that covers it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Stay tuned for more.